cover the bike for the day. I actually have to do a oil change today. First one I've had to do so far for my Yamaha R3. Oh, look at that. Shit Dynasty looks good today. Shady nasty. So I got me K&N. Grab me some of this Castrol Go oil, 10W40. And we're gonna change the oil today. But that's not part of the video. This video is gonna be about something else. But once I'm done with that, I'll be on the bike and we'll be able to talk about what I want to talk about today. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So at the beginning of the video, I'm probably going to throw in that whole oil change thing fiasco, because you'll see a short clip. What actually happened is you can see my oil light is still on if you look at my dash. What actually happened was the my bolt that holds the oil in where you leak it from, where you let it run out so that you can change it, actually happened to be bad bolt or something, because the bolt just fucking stripped. I put vice grips on it and the bolt just stripped. Yeah, so I'm not really sure like why that is, because it was the OEM bolt. It was the factory bolt. This bike's only like 2 years old, so I'm not sure why the bolt stripped. But I ordered another one by the part number, and I gotta get like a mechanic to pull it out. I can't change my oil, and I wasted a filter too. That's the worst of it. Had to waste my filter because I had to put it back on so I could ride this. And so anyways, besides all the bullshit, because today's been kind of bullshitty, all right, right now I'm headed downtown a little to go check out, see if my bird's ready. We've been getting this bird hand tamed, so we've been waiting patiently for it to be old enough to take home, and today might be the day. It'll be today or maybe Monday, so I'm excited about that. That's good news. And so now we're gonna go check it out, and we're gonna see if he's ready. I've checked on him here and there every week, twice or so every week, so hopefully he's ready now so I can take him home, and today can at least end on a good note. But besides all that, we're gonna talk today about what it's like buying a motorcycle with zero experience, and watching YouTube videos and deciding, hey, I want to get a motorcycle, and then you've never had an experience and you don't have your motorcycle license or anything. Maybe you want a motorcycle. Maybe you want the motorcycle as your first vehicle, like I did. Like I wanted it as the only vehicle that I had. So we're gonna talk about that. All right. So my experience with motorcycles was none. I never had been on a dirt bike or any two-wheeled vehicle that had a motor on it. Nothing. Not even a scooter with a motor. I'd been on, obviously I've rode bicycles. If you don't know how to ride a bicycle, that's probably the first thing you should learn, because it's all balance, and the bike wants to stay up when you pull the throttle. It just wants to stay up. It doesn't want to fall over. Physics, gyroscopes. It's two gyroscopes, so you want to stay up. The bike just wants to do it itself. But I bought this motorcycle March 18th, so not that long ago, and it was hands down, to me anyways, it was the best life purchase that I've ever made. This thing has taken off so much stress out of my life. That was just, oh man. If you struggle with depression, motorcycles might just be the way for you to like just get over it or deal with it a lot easier. Especially since I ride it every day to work, man. I love Jeep on the license plate. Now, obviously, not everyone can just buy a motorcycle, and in the United States, they are considered like a luxury vehicle. They're considered, like for fun. They're considered fun, which they are, but they're not considered like commuters. So when you get your insurance, it's gonna automatically label it for like personal use, like pleasure. I think I'm with Progressive, so they make it pleasure is the category it's in until you change it after you get your policies with them, which is stupid. But so I had no past experience. I watched a bunch of videos and by Yami Noob and Chase on Two Wheels and Fortnite and everybody like that, and it was just like one of those things that's like, it's one of those things that it's one of those things that you research and you get bit by like a motorcycle bug. They call it the motorcycle bug. You get that when you get the motorcycle bug, and all you can think about motorcycle. All you want, I want a motorcycle, and you're just scouring marketplace like Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and Cycle Traders, scouring all these websites looking for the perfect bike for you, doing research, finding out like, oh, what's a great starter bike, like do I want to get like a 600 to start off on, which realistically, if you're a responsible adult, I could have started on 600 no problem. I put almost 4,000 miles on this bike since I bought it. I bought this bike used for about $4,500. It was a little bit of an overpay for a Yamaha R3. This is a 2019. The reason I was willing to pay $4,500 is because it was newer and it had that digital display. If it didn't have that digital display and it was 2018, I wouldn't have paid over $3,800 for it. But this is the bike I wanted. I love this bike. It is amazing. Everyone keeps trying to get me to sell it and upgrade, but I don't want to. I like this bike. It's a ton of fun, and I ride the hell out of this bike. Plus, I've done a ton of mods to it. But besides the fact, this is a great bike. Motorcycles are amazing. This is something you should know. You see this? This is what's known as the death trap, gravel. Gravel is not fun on a motorcycle. Just the littlest lean can make you just eat it. We're good. And we're also here. This is this place called 5 Star Feeds. This place, they sell birds and, you know, like homemade stuff, homemade bird feed, dog toys, you know, all kinds of stuff like that. On the way back, we're going to talk about learning on the bike with no experience. Let's go check it out. Hey, the bird's almost ready yet?
Yes.
Here they are. Wow. You guys are so pretty. Look at you. You're so pretty. Look. Hey, babies.
We open it.
Oh, are you friendly? Are you just a little butthead? Lucky for you, I don't fear bird bites. Yeah, I get bit all the time. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, baby. Oh, sweetie.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
That's
business. You're running a business. Hey.
It's actually ready.
Oh, he's ready?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Well, then she'll come by and get him right away.
Yeah. If I can get him to take any formula, it might be that much.
Ah, okay.
He's eating the seed, the cocktail seed, and the smaller seed. I mix them together, and
oh, baby.
And he wants very little formula, or she.
Oh, do you know if it's a girl or boy yet?
I can just this is gonna be my guess. Okay. So
all right.
It feels like a girl.
Really? Oh, that's cool.
Because the bones
hey, sweetie.
on the vent are wider. If they're wider, it's a female because they're wider for her to have eggs.
All right.
Real close together, it's a male. Sweetie, you're so sweet. You're so sweet.
She's so pretty. She's so pretty.
So yeah, I don't know if you want to get her today.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna.
I'll send you with a little formula. And
okay.
You can offer it to her once a day.
All right.
Just to kind of let her bond with you. She may take it. She may not.
Okay.
She'll let you know if she doesn't want it. She will have nothing to do with it. Tail back the water.
All right. Perfect. Well, she's gonna probably come down here like right away. Like as soon as I leave, she'll probably be over here.
And yeah, because she is ready.
All right. Cool. I'll be back. Well, that's good news. She's ready to pick up, and now we know she's a girl. So I was wondering what she was. Let's give her a call. Hey, Bird's ready to pick up if you want to come get her. I think it's a girl. She thinks it's a girl too. So yep. So yeah, you can swing over here and get it. All right, love you. Okay, I'm gonna head home and we're gonna go. Me and my grandma are gonna load up. We're gonna come get her. I know my grandma been wanting a bird and shit. Woo! Okay, so now back to our video topic, huh? So I got bit by the motorcycle bug, as I was saying, and I was desperately wanting a motorcycle, so I saved up a bunch of money. Also got a little bit of help from tax return, you know, because I usually just goes towards like a saving or something. And so I put some of that money, I took some of that money, and I went out and I bought this. And I loaded this on a trailer because I had no idea how to ride a motorcycle. And we drove that trailer all the way home. We picked this up in Louisiana, and I'm in Southeast Texas, so it was about 3 hours to drive there where it was at. I think it was in Stonewall, Louisiana, and then 3 hours to drive back. We rented a U-Haul and we just went up there. And so when I got there, I had to follow a bunch of videos to you know, check for certain things, like check for the fork seals to see if they were leaking at all, to check for you know, if there's anything missing or scratched, and to make sure everything was working right, like the lights were working, and you know, make sure the oil levels were good, and the oil was clean, like he's been taking care of it, make sure nothing was like nothing extra was rusted. And so I did all that, and I was like, yeah, deal, man. And he loaded it, he drove it onto the U-Haul because I didn't know how to do nothing with it, and he tied it up for me. I asked him to do it, offered him some money. He didn't want to take it. He just thought he was just being nice, you know. So we drove it all the way back, and I rolled it down into my driveway and it just kind of sat there for like an hour, and I admired it, took pictures with it, sat on it, you know, got a feel for it. And then I had to go to work, so I come home from work and I got on the bike and I tried to walk it backwards out of my driveway. No. I was holding the handlebars and moving it backwards out of my driveway, which was a huge fucking mistake, by the way. I dropped it in front of my driveway, and man, that I wasn't that upset, to be honest. I dropped the bike one more time since then on top of me because I didn't have the kickstand all the way down, and that was it. I did get in a motorcycle accident, which we'll talk about in another video. I got in one motorcycle accident a few weeks after I got my bike, but I rode the bike home the same day after I got in that accident, so that was no problem for me, someone who's like a thrill seeker, you know. So I that night after I dropped it, I had done a couple U-turns turns on it. And then the next morning when I got up, I didn't have to work till the evening. So I took the bike out for a spin around my neighborhood and just rode it around for 3 hours. And I had so much fun just driving around at like 30 miles an hour learning that bike. It was amazing. And I just remember that feeling just like no other. It was like I was flying, just incredible. And I remember it just being like an incredible feeling of just like I was flying, you know. And so I fell in love immediately, and I just rode it around. Eventually I met a guy riding around my neighborhood, you know, like the ones next to it. I met a guy, his name was Sean. You might have seen him in the previous video on the FJR, the Yamaha FJR 1300. I met this guy and he took me out for like a ride on the highway to the gas station, and then on the roundabout to go to the church and learn in the parking lot there, so I had more room to like do maneuvers, and so that helped a lot. And after that day I just rode everywhere. I was riding first, instead of riding the highway, what I did is take a lot of like feeders and rode other roads to get around town to make sure I was comfortable first, and that's how I learned on it, and it worked great. And now I'm 4,000 miles deep. Now obviously another way, this is all subjective obviously, if you have no experience, you have no experience. If you want experience, just take the motorcycle classes. Just take them. It's like $200 in my area, $250. I didn't want to pay that much, but the benefits of taking those classes are that you'll also get your license when you finish taking them. They'll give you your license. You'll get it as long as you pass, which is great. I mean, that means you don't have to go get it later. For me, you know, truth be told, they also teach you to think differently in a way that will make you drive safer. But for me, I still haven't got my motorcycle classes, and I think if I would have done my motorcycle classes, I wouldn't have crashed. I wrecked because I wasn't using my my rear brake enough. So what happened was whenever I was when I wrecked, like I said, I'll talk about the wreck in another video, but the summary, I wrecked from a distraction because of just for one split second I was only using my front brake and it wasn't enough power. And so if I would have used both brakes or swerved out of the way, I wouldn't have hit that person. Now obviously I'm much more experienced and I'm using it all the time, and I've learned a lot of things, and I've went on a lot of rides and I ride it everywhere. But before, I wouldn't have known that. If I would have taken a class, I might have been okay. So with no experience, you can learn to ride a motorcycle. You don't need classes or anything like that. You just need resilience, and you need to be confident, and you need to be a thrill seeker. I think. I don't think motorcycles for everyone, but I think this. If you like roller coasters, you'll like motorcycles. I don't like roller coasters, or didn't used to. I don't know. I haven't been on one in a very long time. But I fucking love motorcycles. Maybe it's because I'm in control. You know, maybe it's because I'm in control. That's why I didn't like roller coasters. I'm not in control. I like to do stunts in this thing now. Stand up on it, sit on the tank, you know, just stupid shit. I've gotten more careless on it for sure, but I've gotten smarter as well with the way that when I decide to do things, and the way I react in situations that may or may not be dangerous. Done a lot of mods to this motorcycle as well, obviously. I'll cover that in another video as well, but that's gonna be all I wanted to talk about in this video. Now, it was going to be kind of a short video, I'm sure. If you guys made it this far and you listened to my whole babbling on about zero experience on a motorcycle, I want to thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys watching. Hit me with that like and that subscribe, and keep up with me for updates. You know, keep up with me for updates so that you guys can see what else is going on. I got a lot of other videos planned. I have another group ride video, but the audio was botched, so I'm not sure if I don't think I'm gonna use it. I think I'm gonna get another one another time. There's gonna be plenty more group rides, so they'll be fun. Anyways, that's the end of it. Later.